Hello everyone, this is Gabatron Gaming with part 2 of how to make a clicker. In this video, we're going to do some little design for the coin. We're going to give it a sound effect and we're going to make a background, which will make our game look and sound a lot better. Let's get started. Okay, so I've made the change of that I pixelated this coin. How I pixelated the coin is pretty simple. Basically, I just grabbed the circle that I used for a coin and I made the outline 1. It's very important that the outline is 1, so you gotta make sure that the outline is always 1 when you do this. Then I just made the circle very small like this, converted it to bitmap, and then converted it back to vector. This makes the coin pixelated because it converts it to a pixel and then it converts back to your original bitmap or vector. So now the circle is pixelated, and you can basically just do that to make the coin. And this is like literally just how I made the coin, except purple, so you can see it better. So that's how you pixelate the coin. If you want to do that, you can always just keep it how it was before as well. The next thing we're going to do is work on the sound. I already have the sound for a coin right here. It sounds like this, but I can show you how to make your own if you want to do that. Basically, you just go choose a sound here and you choose whatever sound you want. If you don't want to work to make a coin, you can just go effects, and there actually already is a coin sound effect here, which is actually what I used, and I just messed with it a little bit to make it sound better. So as you see, this coin sounds like this. And there are all these buttons that you can use to make it sound different. So I can make it slower. I can make it fade out. I could change it to a thing called robot, which sounds pretty weird if you ask me. And I can do all these things to the sound. I can also reverse it. I could make it louder. And as you see, it's starting to sound pretty weird, but you can do a lot of stuff with it. Like I said, this is what I settled on. So once you have your sound, you just have to go into your code and go into sound, and you literally just gotta drag out this start sound coin. And it's simple as that. When you play, it'll play the sound that you have. And as you see, now whenever I click it, it plays that sound. And that's literally how you add the sound. Simple as that. The next thing I'm going to show you how to do is make a background. And I already have a background actually. I'm going to show you how to code it so it looks nicer. And I have my background saved in this thing called the backpack. Scratch gives you this backpack, so anything you like say I want to save my coin for a different game, I just drag my coin into a backpack, and now I can access the coin from any game that I have. And I have this nice picture that I put in my backpack because it's a very nice background and I want to keep this. So that's what the backpack is, and this is where I got this picture. Basically, I just got from the backpack. And as you see, it's a very nice picture. But the key thing about this is if you see this white little square here, if you don't know, this white square is the screen. Like this corner is this corner right here. This white square shows the screen. And the thing about this picture is I purposely have this picture longer than the screen. As you see right now on the screen, we don't see a tree over here. We only see this little kind of bush thing. And that's because this tree and this little section is off the screen, which is very important for what I'm about to be doing and showing you. I'm going to show you how to make the background move. So to start that, we can go into code, and as you see, this is literally just a picture right now. It has no code. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab a when green flag clicked, and we have to do the very simple thing of making sure that this is in the center by getting a 0, 0 here, and also making sure that it's at the back. As you see, once I add the background, there is literally nothing else. The coin just disappeared. And that's because the background is in the front and it's hiding anything else behind it. So if we scroll down, we can go to front layer, but we can change this, go to back layer. And now when we start, as you see, our coin is once again back. So it's as simple as that. You just have to make it go back and it's center as well. Now, if you want to know how to make it actually start moving, that is pretty simple, but you also have to understand it. So let me show you. If we go control, we can grab a forever loop and drag out a repeat. So what this is going to do is forever repeat a number of times. Right now it's repeat 10 times. But this is going to be how we move it. So you need to kind of like tinkle with it a little bit to find out how long your picture is. In Scratch, pictures and your little sprites move by a unit called steps, which is very like confusing. It's not an actual it's not actually like a unit of measurement. So you can kind of figure it out just by tinkling with it, but it's also kind of like close to a pixel. Basically, all you need to know is how long this overlap is. I know that mine is about 80 steps, so how I can use that is I just go into my code and make this 160. And the reason it's 160 is since I know that my background is about 80 extra pixels, or 8 extra steps in this case, I need this to be double that amount. So 160 is double 80. So I can do the same thing again. And this is going to be very important because the first repeat is going to be it moving to the right. And then second repeat is going to be it moving back to the left. So it's very simple. Let me show you how to do this. All you need to do is go into motion and drag out a change X by 10 in both of these. And we're simply going to change this to 0.5 on this one and negative 0.5 on the top one. So what this will do is when we start the game, as you see, our background, the back of our screen, will start moving to the right. And once it reaches the end, it will start moving back to the left. And it will keep doing this forever, basically. And as you can probably see, this makes the game look a lot nicer. And again, all you have to know really to do this is how much like overlap you have, how much extra pixel that you have here. And then you just have to double that, and that's how many times you repeat. So it's simple as that. You can also change the speed, but remember, if you change the speed, you have to change how much it repeats. So right now I'm doing 0.5. If I wanted to change this to -1 and 1, I'd have to make this 80 because now it's moving twice as fast, so it has to repeat half. So if I start this, as you see, now it's moving a bit faster, but it doesn't go off screen because now we're only repeating it 80. So you have to kind of like, again, figure out how much extra pixel you have to actually move between, and then you also just change that by how fast you want to move it. So if you want to be safe, you can always just remember to have 0.5 and then double whatever number your screen is. So that's basically just how you make it move. And now that I start, as you see, it will be moving just calmly between, and now our game looks and sounds a lot better. This is part 2 of calling a clicker game on Scratch. Gabatron Gaming out. Peace to all of you.